Hi guys! Today we are going to be talking about the sport of tennis. Have you ever wondered how professional athletes, even your older brothers or sisters, or even this bunny, hit the ball so hard? Well, we are going to teach you how to do it. To teach you how to hit a tennis ball, first we need to talk about a topic called biomechanics. Let's break this word down. First, bio means life, like you, me, and the other living things around us. The second part of the word is mechanics. This is a little bit trickier. Mechanics means the motion of things caused by forces. Now, what are forces? If you push something or pull something, those are good examples of forces. They are the powers that can make things slow down, speed up, move, stay in place, or even change shape or direction. A good example of a force is this brother pushing the bin down the stairs. His push is a force that is making the bin move. Movement is what scientists call dynamics. So if we put all of this together, dynamic biomechanics is the movement of a living body due to the forces, aka different pushes and pulls acting on it. Now that we know what type of science we are discussing, dynamic biomechanics, we need to know what muscles in our body we will be using to hit this tennis ball.
There are three important muscle groups involved in tennis. There are the lower body muscles, core muscles, and upper body muscles. The first muscle group that we're going to talk about are the lower body muscles, which consist of the calves, hamstrings, and quads, which are the most important leg muscles used when moving around the court. A tennis player generates a lot of swinging power from their legs, and so stronger leg muscles can lead to more powerful strokes. Another important muscle in the lower body is called the gluteus. The gluteus helps in rotating your hips and provides tennis players more stability, which can improve speed and reaction time. The core muscles consist of your abs and obliques. The core muscles provide agility, balance, and strength to hit powerful tennis strokes. Having strong core muscles are important to how you coordinate your legs and arm movements. The upper body muscles include the arm muscles, shoulder muscles, and chest muscles. The upper back muscles are the primary muscles used when hitting the ball. Shoulder muscles allow a tennis player to rotate their arm and swing to hit the ball. Finally, the last muscles used to hit the tennis ball are the biceps and triceps, which provide additional power to the swing.
A serve starts the game in tennis, so it is critical. First, it is important to notice that shortly before a serve is made, the player bends his knees and pushes down on the ground. Since every action has an equal and opposite reaction, when the player jumps up to hit the ball, a great amount of force is able to be used by his body on the ball. Additionally, using abs and oblique muscles, a player rotates his hips and chest to create momentum that can be transferred into the shoulders. Internal rotators in the shoulder help accelerate the arm upwards and towards the ball. With high acceleration, we can have high force and a serve that will win you Wimbledon. Most of the match is spent hitting the ball back and forth using ground strokes. The biomechanical key to a good ground stroke is to put power into the shot, but with a relaxed forearm to stay in control. The hips rotate while the upper back muscles pull in the arm, making motion of the relaxed arm entirely dependent on the upper body. It can be seen that power comes from the rotation of the player's trunk, while control comes from relaxation of the arm. Here we can see why it is important to extend the forearm in tennis. An extended forearm increases the distance between the racket and the body, in turn increasing the speed and acceleration of the racket, allowing the player to apply more force to the ball. Another important stroke in tennis is the volley, which is hit close to the net. As a result, quick reaction time is important. This player does a split step before he hits the ball in order to stretch his quadricep muscles in his thighs, allowing him to store energy and quickly release force and prepare for the next return. In contrast to a ground stroke, here the forearm is flexed to punch the ball, absorb impact, and stabilize the elbow.
In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can generate as much power in your tennis shots as possible. Now in the video, you see a serve, but we can apply the same thing to all of our tennis shots. When we serve, we're not just pulling or pushing the ball, we're rotating our racket and our arm around our shoulder. This is a pretty complex movement. So we're going to be using a biomechanics concept called torque. In order to generate the most power in the ball, we're going to want to generate as much torque as we can, because torque is a rotation, just like our arm and our racket around our shoulder. Now, torque can be thought of similar to a door. When we push or pull a door open, it rotates around its hinge. So the torque when we hit a tennis ball will be around our shoulder. Torque is force times distance. So we can think of force as how hard we hit the ball, or how hard we swing, and the distance being the distance from the face of the racket where we hit the ball to our shoulder, just like how a door has a distance from its handle to its hinge. We want to increase the force and the distance as much as we can. To increase the force, it's easy, we just have to swing harder. But to increase the distance, it's a little bit more complicated, but we want to make sure that our arm is completely stretched out and our racket is in a perfect line with our arm when we hit the ball. This will increase the distance from the point where we hit the ball to our shoulder, which we can think of as the hinge. Applying these concepts will allow you to generate the most power in your shots because you're generating the most torque.
I hope you have fun watching our video and get to try out these moves soon. Keep staying safe.